Hey, folks, welcome back. Chris, we got you.
Evening,
There you go.
everyone. It's great to see you all.
Hey, everyone, welcome back to our, let's go to the next slide. Our 13th weekly call, episode 13. I guess we could call these episodes. Hashtag Power Up Together. I'm your host, Jen McEwen. Joining me, Christopher O'Connell, aka Hannibal Smith. I accidentally called him a Hannibal Lecter the other day, but you catch him on a bad day. But our Hannibal Smith.
Jen, it's our Baker's. It is our Baker's dozenth episode. In the U.S., if you go to the baker and you order a dozen 12 donuts, they add in just one extra for free. So this is our Baker's dozenth episode.
This is our bonus. Nice. 13, lucky number. 13's the lucky number, right? No, it's 7. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. And now, okay, we
can be lucky
if you're brave enough. And then Asian Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Jesse Adams.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, folks. I'm your host again, Jen McEwen, checking in today from my mom's house, visiting Mama for the week. Good to see you guys.
Which means that means you're basically getting sinigang and adobo and really good homemade Filipino food, right?
Yes. Lots of good homemade Filipino food. All the aunties are here. They're all using the UpRock app. So I'm getting a lot of questions from the aunties, the decentralized network of aunties.
Yeah, it's nice.
We'll address some of them here.
Nice.
All right, folks, let's go through the docket. All right, we got quite a lot to go through. Some fun stuff to go through. So we've got our second UPT burn. We've got liquid staking, UPT sold to earn more UPT. We will address community feedback, updates on our UpRock DePIN apps, a reminder of our DATS airdrop, and then we'll talk briefly about our latest dePioneers partner, PowerPod. I had to say that a few times. I had to practice that. That was pretty difficult to get out. dePioneers partner, PowerPod. And then, closing remarks. Okay. So shall we get into it?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So first up, big one. So a few months ago, we did our first burn. Our second one is coming up. I'll let Chris go into this in a second. But before I do, we had talked internally about how cool it would be to have a live real-time burn page so you can see, what's burning and when and all that great stuff. So I'm working on that. I will share some mock-ups of that next week. Hopefully, I'll share that next week. I'm just going to tell that to myself. That's my hard deadline. And then once that goes live, we will let you all know. So now on to you, Christopher.
Absolutely. So as we said in our tokenomics, we think that it's important that we kind of recycle things by burning a significant amount in fact, of our platform fees and other things. We did the first one right after the token generation event when there was a lot of activity all at once. And now we're kind of getting into our regular monthly cadence where we close up the month, do all the calculations around it, get everything that's going to be burned into the burn wallet, and then just within the next 48 hours you'll actually see the burn transaction go through. And I'm super excited. It's easy for those of us who live all day long in the terminal to just go look at a spreadsheet or a numeric listing and go, yep, it happened. But Jen's working really hard. She's such a great designer, and I think it'll be really great for everybody in the community to just go see a simple page to see what's going on with all of that. So we're very excited that we're once again continuing on this. And by the way, I love this picture of Rocket as a dragon with the dragon horn. I think it's such a cool, it's like Smaug from The Hobbit or something like that.
Oh, that's what we were going for. A very happy Smaug.
a very cute Smaug, yeah.
A very cute Smaug. Yes. All right. Hey, Lota. Oh, Almighty Wolves, good to see you again. I didn't see you in the beginning of the stream, so it's nice. Oh, love you too. Good to see you. All right. Okay, so very looking forward to that. Folks, if you have any ideas or feedback you want, or suggestions you want to give to me on the interface or the experience, just head over to our Discord, tag. I think we have a community room to talk about feedback like that. So just share that in there. It'll get back to me, or I'll hop in there and read what you got to say. Okay.
Speaking of, got a couple questions. One is the first UpRock convention. We're not sure about our first UpRock convention, but probably do a few different side meetups. The first one's coming up. It's probably going to be at Breakpoint and Token 49 in Singapore. The UpRock team will be there. Also, Korea Blockchain Week. We are working with DeFi and DePIN Hub. They're doing those two organizations do quite a bit of like DePIN happy hours around the world. And so UpRock, also dePioneers, this is a DePIN DAO. We're going to create a calendar of events and where we can all meet at some of these things. So that's coming up. So thanks for asking that. And then UpRock for merch. This is also a very common question. So we actually had this quite a bit. So some of the Rocketeers, and we have Jane, who's a really awesome rep in Africa. She's going to a couple of Solana events, so we are going to play that. So if you also would love to represent UpRock at an event, let us know, and we'll definitely supply that. Okay.
Okay, great. We have actually a few more questions about the burner counter in the app. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Maybe we can have like something in there in the application itself, so you don't have to go to the live website. We could put something in there. So thank you, Danny. That's a great suggestion. I'll make a note of that. There you go. Okay. There's the question. Oh, and also speaking of conventions, so we're not going to be there, but one of our Rocketeers, Jane, she will be at Solana All Stars. I think that's in a couple of days. I don't know what the city is though, but she's in Nigeria as well, isn't she?
I think so. Yeah.
She's in Nigeria. Yeah. So yeah. So if you are in Nigeria, go say hi to her at Solana All Stars. I believe it's actually on the 27th.
Yep. And like I said, so a lot of times I do get invited to do this side panels and talks. So we'll share more of that. I'm actually going to New York again to do at the Solana. There's a Solana that's at the headquarters are in New York City. That's where I was last week, and I'm invited again to speak at another event in a couple weeks with the DeFi network. So I'll put that on X and on our socials. But yeah.
Okay. Great.
Cool. All right.
Lots of stuff. Okay, so coming next week, Chris, tell us more about this liquid staking powered by Sanctum.
Absolutely. So I think everybody knows who Sanctum is. They've done a lot in the liquid staking space, and but if not, they're a fellow Jupiter Launchpad project that has built a lot of tooling and some gamification and sort of a complete system in the liquid staking space. Between dePioneers, and we know that a lot of people who are not dePioneers holders, but also just regular UpRock users, want to have some staking options. We want to give a lot of options, staking for just UpRock tokens, but also for people who are holding SOL. So we are working with them to come up with a LST for the UpRock tokens. Obviously, there's pros and cons to LSTs, but one of the big pros is it gives you some flexibility. And from a perspective of a project like ours, if somebody goes, okay, well, but there's other ones, why not use those? Why use yours? The answer would be because we can then tie that into our whole rewards ecosystem and reward UPT SOL holders with UPT and with other rewards inside the UpRock ecosystem. And so it ties it all together very nicely. And this is for people who maybe prefer to hold SOL or something that's based on SOL rather than convert into another token. This lets them keep that SOL-based token. So to the question, any news on staking UPT? We have been working on all that staking related stuff. This is going to be part of it, but there is also going to be more direct staking, or not ordering, direct staking of UPT as well. That's the current plan. Jesse, I don't know if we have an actual deadline for that yet. I think probably we can talk more about that in a week or two. But that's what we've been working on. So
we do have in a couple slides. We're going to show the app. We're going to actually show some show the apps that we submitted to the App Store. So there's some new wallet UI updates coming next week. So we just need to wait. We're just waiting for approval. So we thought, since it's not quite approved yet, let's just show you what's the updates that are coming. And then staking is literally next, because that's like we'll talk about it, but it's staking, UPT, LST, the liquid staking for UPT SOL is coming, and then next would be the buy tokens, and swapping within the app. So all these are going to help increase transaction volume, because the amount of traffic and installs that we have is strong. It's still growing. It's a lot of Web 2 people. They don't like to, they don't like to use other crypto apps are too complicated. If we can add those features within UpRock, that increases the transaction volume of UPT itself. And so this is our top priority, and that's coming within the app. It's going to happen. It's already July 25th, so it's going to happen early August. We can guarantee that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a great question here from Marengo about, will it work with cold wallets? The answer to that is obviously UPT Sol will work with cold wallets. And when it comes to the direct UPT staking, the first version of that's going to be very app centric, but it is going to be important to us that people who want to use cold wallets and want to be more blockchain native, that's going to work for them as well. Now, obviously, the experience probably isn't going to be quite as slick. It might not be easy to do on day one, because we're going to really focus on the in-app experience. But yeah, absolutely, having that on-chain option is very important to me. And in fact, like Jen said earlier, if you have some specific ideas about how you'd like that to work, please feel free to weigh in on that. But yeah, absolutely, having an on-chain option available is important. Is to me anyway.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay. Real quick, before I just want to jump real quick. We got a question about, why are we not using our dePioneer NFT on XR PFP? Guys, Jesse, you got to update your PFP.
Yeah, actually, I do.
I don't really know, so I will do mine too. And also, next week, I promise, Morrison, next week you'll see on our intro slide with our faces, we'll have our PFPs on there. Thank you for reminding.
We've done it on our own internal team chat, but I guess we didn't update it necessarily publicly.
Yeah. Okay. We will update that. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. Sorry for the quick tangent. Any more questions about staking? Did I miss anything here? Did you get them all, Chris, so far?
No, just some feedback that the guy who the gentleman who asked about on blah blah blah. Cold Wallet said it supports Wallet Connect. I think that's the great thing. Just changing subjects for a moment. That's the great thing about sort of practical standards like Wallet Connect, is that as long as you support that, then everybody can kind of meet in the middle. You can use the cold wallet you want or the multi-sig you want or whatever. So that's probably exactly where we're going with that.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Cool. All right. So let's go into community feedback. Just.
Yep. Yeah. So we brought this. Yeah, sorry about that. So we brought this program up a few weeks ago, Co-Building the Future, getting your feedback. We have when you have over 1 million customers around the world, we have to really, it's hard to discern what matters. So we really pay attention to the Discord and the tickets, and we make sure we're addressing the top priorities. So first one that's coming up a lot, so we want to talk about this, KYC. It comes up a lot still. We actually upped the limit of daily withdrawals to 500. That's the majority of everyone is withdrawing that amount or less, everyone. And so there is no point for KYC for almost everybody. So please know that. So we just want to emphasize this. It really doesn't matter. You do not have to do KYC. In the future, you may have to do KYC, or you will have to do KYC for features like you want to withdraw to a bank account, things like this. And then when that happens, then we're going to actually use, like, for example, when we add Coinbase Pay or Moonbase Pay or these type of things, they'll have their own KYC, and then that's going to allow you to buy UPT with your credit card, whatever. They'll have their own KYC. Until then, the limits are so high that really, guys, please just remember, you don't have to do it. Sorry for the trouble in the past, but it doesn't matter. So that's still a top issue. But like I said, we are looking through the feedback. Second, low earnings and tasks. This is our top priority now. Now that we have the dust to settle from TGE, we've already hired 3 people. And so our team of 12 is just focused on the DePIN as a service, which means like our APIs and actual selling the data with our couple of partners. That's project, the Coin Network. Those are the tasks that we're focused on so that you guys can earn more, so we can actually send you tasks. To Chris, if you want to talk about that a little bit more, you want to that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just to follow up from last week. As we said last week, we were meeting and working with them. We had good follow up today. We have we have the first version of the code committed. We got to test it with them a little bit, but we're working really fast on it, and it's actually it's working pretty good so far. In fact, it's working better than pretty good. It's working great, and it's all nice and straightforward, and really trying to respect our security guarantees, like we said before. So I think we're making real solid progress on the tasks, and you're about to see some new UI, but the tasks will be coming shortly thereafter.
Yep. So this is our top priority. Right now, we make it really easy to earn UPT, but that's it. We don't make it easy to buy UPT, to spend UPT, to stake UPT. Those are all things that are going to happen in the next few weeks. That's going to actually increase the transaction volume of the UPT in our tokenomics. This is very important. So that's our top priority. This is why we hired a few folks. Everyone has a project they're owning. We all embrace AI tools. So every person on the team is like a one-woman or one-man army. I promise you that. Low price exchange and list. So yeah, of course, we do pay attention to this. We know those concerns. Exchanges tend to be pay to play. They gouge you on price. It's like a necessary evil. But you really, for us to be able to go into them with a good negotiating power, we have to show a lot of transaction volume. Right now, we just make it really easy to earn and cash out. We need to make it easy for you to buy, to stake, spend, do something useful with UPT. This is really critical. This is the whole reason why a 1.7 million install network, DePIN network, is powerful. We need to actually go out and make it easy for people to access the network. Be able to sell the bandwidth, use the bandwidth, collect the data, do something useful with it. This is our top priority. We have customers ready to give us money. So that will be a priority. So once we do those milestones, product milestones, next few weeks, then we will talk to the exchanges again. We already talked to all of them. We know every single one of them. They all reach out to us. They're always asking us, when do you want to list with us? Or we say, hey, we want to have a really strong launch. We want to do that after we hit these product milestones, because we want to show that there's people are actually not just earning UPT, but they're spending it, doing something, they're transacting. This is the key. So that's what August is about. We're going to add those features, then we'll engage exchange listings very soon after. Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm on mute. Okay. So speaking of those updates, we got some new wallet UIs. We've got a Windows application update, a Linux app update. Jess, did you want to take that away? I guess I'll let Chris take away the Windows and Linux update, but anything you want to add to the new wallet UI, Jess?
Yeah, we just want we sent this to app stores. We thought they'll be approved. They usually approve it pretty fast. This time it happens once in a while. It'll just take a few more days. So you'll notice, we just wanted to show you what's coming. You'll notice a new tab in the wallet UI. There's a device verification. So anytime you want to bring a new device to your account, there's going to be a 7-day kind of like testing period. Make sure you're real. Essentially, you don't have to do anything. But at least we'll let you know. You can see something happening. There's tests happening in the background. And then when the 7-day period finishes and we can prove that your device is real, it's online, and by the way, during that 7-day period, you're earning. It's just, we want to make sure you're earning from a real device. And if we can, once it's verified, which you don't have to do, it's very passive, then you can actually collect. So we're going to make that very smooth for you, but we need to do this to protect the community, protect the token. And that's coming in the next release. So we already updated it to the app stores, and should be approved pretty quickly, pretty soon. Okay. And then Windows app and Linux app. So this is exciting. A lot of people have been asking this for since around when we're in Jupiter launch days, and that obviously takes up a lot of our time. But now that we've been dedicated fully on product and not fundraising, Windows and Linux is now in beta. So you can see some screenshots. We're gonna probably send some links to our Discord and some of our Rocketeers and people who would love to test it out, make sure it's fix the bugs and stuff. But this is Linux, it's working. This is from this morning, and then we have the Windows app next. You can look at that, and that's next one too. So yeah, so we have more earnings coming from all across platform.
Great.
If you guys are interested in being a beta tester and earning on your Windows or Linux machines, keep your alerts on X. Be active in Discord, and we will send you a link to the beta test.
Great. And if you've been with us for a while, you might remember this interface. This is the beta interface, but this meat and potatoes are the same. and they'll get the UX update to match Android and iOS. But here's what we got. So yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to say the great UI that Jen and others on the team put together for us is coming as well. We've just been really, really focused on getting all the wiring together, all of the platform stuff, getting it ready to roll. As I mentioned in a couple of the previous live streams, we've worked really hard to make sure that as much of this code base is common between the platforms. And the reason why you guys should care about that is the more is common, the easier and faster it is for us to ship an update to each platform. And so that way, the challenge is have a platform because we make a bunch of changes and then we have to go implement them again. And so by sharing a lot of code, it makes it easier for us to get updates out to you guys quickly. But I'm very excited by all the good hard work that's gone into this. Also, let's have a round of applause for the great new device verification UI. Team's done a great job with that as well. So we're rolling forward on this. We'll have Windows and Linux launch coming out soon. Probably some Mac updates as well. Well, definitely some Mac updates. The only real question is exactly when we ship them. And then, as Jesse said, we've got apps waiting for approval from our overlords in the app stores. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, it's why we don't do browser extensions. We do native applications for many reasons, including mostly security. But that means that we have to wait sometimes if we have to use an app store. So it's coming, folks. It's been submitted. You'll see it soon. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Now, DATS. I saw a question earlier about updates on the DATS airdrop. Just a quick reminder, this DATS airdrop. DATS is one of our, we're going to actually be working on, one of our first tasks will be with DATS. We're going to be doing, or you, our earners, will be running some jobs for testing the security of websites that will be used to test security of websites. And they have generously given are doing a 250,000 DATS airdrop to UpRockers. And the way that you get it is it's two-pronged, right? So they complete the in-app survey. And then after that 1 week, then you do a 1 week of maintaining 90% uptime on UpRock and DATS. In order to do that, you need to do the survey first, and then you download the DATS app and some other stuff there. But Jess, you had an update on this because we announced this last week that this was coming this week. And then.
Yeah. Well, okay. So this was coming. Like I said, the new wallet UI is tied to this release too. It's just waiting for approval. iOS got approved this morning, so that's going to go out first, which is kind of weird because usually Android gets approved first, and then Android will get approved. I'm guessing in a couple of days. So sorry that it didn't go out last week. We thought it would. This time it just didn't get approved. So we suspect it will be live, and then we're going to actually extend the date. It was supposed to be this week. We're probably whatever goes live, it will basically give you guys a week to fulfill the survey, okay? And then we're going to blast it out on social so you have time, you don't miss it.
Great. And that's what's up. Yep. Okay, so that's coming soon.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Okay. All right. Now let's switch gears. We're going to talk a little bit about dePioneers. I need a little more coffee today. Okay, so I mentioned at the top of the stream, we've got a new dePioneers partner, PowerPod. PowerPod is actually a really cool use case for DePIN. What this is a decentralized EV charging network. And so it's designed for affordability, accessibility, reliability, for global EV charging station or charging solutions. The idea is let's say you have Tesla, right? They need to set up, it takes a lot of money to set up charging stations, or instead you can have a DePIN network or a DePIN where you set up your own charging station, get the adapter, install the app, you basically earn tokens. Actually, I'll let you, Jesse, you could explain this better than I can.
No, yeah, you pretty much nailed it. Yeah. Traditional Web 2 model, you're the company, you spend all the money on the infrastructure like a Tesla, costs a lot of money, takes time. Or you can do the DePIN way, which you incentivize the people to build a network. And so that's what they're doing. Like you just said, they incentivize you, tokenize it so that you you buy the adapter, you set it up, you install the app, and when you use the actual charger, other people use it, you earn power tokens. So it's cool. It's the evolution of the internet and how people can coordinate resources and human resources and time to build something that helps make the future better and the internet better, and we can all make a little bit of income. And it's what crypto really enables. So PowerPod's a cool partner. They're now a new partner in dePioneers, which is the premier DePIN DAO. And so we just thought they're cool. They're going to be on our next live stream. We wanted to just highlight them a little bit today, and they can talk about more details next week.
Yeah. I have I don't even have an EV. I don't have a electric vehicle. I have a really old gas guzzler. But I did install a charging unit in my parking spot, just in case I ever get one. So I think I might do something here.
Yeah,
make that charge pay for itself.
Yep. Yeah.
one day I can get an EV.
Yeah. Seriously. So,
okay. So they are. Like you said, they are going to be giving away a dePioneers NFT. So that is an ongoing giveaway right now. So we're not doing it today. We're not announcing the drawing today or the winner today. So you have time. Sorry to disappoint if anyone was waiting for that giveaway at the end of this stream. But here's what you need to do. You could go to dePioneer Cats on X, or you could go to PowerPod_people. Look at the pinned post, and there's the instructions on how to. Let me make this full screen so you can see it better. So you can enter for that giveaway. They're going to be. Oh, let me hide that real quick. They're going to be announcing the winner on X. Or are we doing that live? Actually, Jess, do you know we're doing this one live, or are we doing it?
We'll talk to them, but their guys got a couple days. So yeah, follow them, follow dePioneer Cats, join the Discord, just read their instructions. Pretty easy. Your chances of winning are pretty high. We tend to always get a few hundred entrants, but that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, go ahead and do it. Follow them. They're a really cool DePIN project. They're trying to change the world through sustainable electric vehicles. So check them out, and they're really going to be a fun partner in the DePIN DAO. So yeah, that's it. And you guys can learn more about them next week. It's a live. The contest is live now. Well, I think it's more fun when we do it live stream. So I'm going to encourage them to announce the winners next week. I think we'll pick one.
Yeah, let's do it live.
We'll do it next week. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's do it live. All right, folks. I think that's it. And real quick, we mentioned this last week, but we extended the dePioneers mint deadline to the 30th. We have 5 more days to mint your dePioneer. Go to dePioneers.com, connect your wallet, claim your kitty cat, and share it with us on X. We want to see your kitties.
Yeah.
All right, guys, are we drummers or what? Because our timing is impeccable. Like, we are done at 11 o'clock, like 30 minutes on the dot.
Started on time, we ended on time. It's a good day. Yeah.
I think, Jen, I just want to say, for this dePioneers thing, real quick, we have claimable rewards coming. Check out the dePioneers thing. So that's a cool benefit. Not only we're going to announce the bundle of tokens with the DePIN bundle this week before the 30th, and we're also, the projects that we're working with, they're going to give benefits and perks. So we're just trying to secure a few more before we announce it. But it's looking really good. We have over a dozen partners that are working on dePioneers perks. Asset Dash is one of them. So if you own a dePioneers NFT, if you connect your wallet to Asset Dash, you're instantly a gold member. So check them out, and they're going to do a raffle and giveaway very soon. And we're probably having the live stream next week. But yeah, so there's that. We have, but the Discord for this group is amazing. We're setting up channels for every DePIN partner so that you guys can learn more about DePIN and the incredible work people are doing in this space. And the more we can get like-minded businesses and entrepreneurs and startups together, and we can help build up our networks, I think it's amazing, because everyone's trying to change the world in a better way and change the internet in a better way. So it's really cool to be around such great founders and startups, and we love your support of them. So we appreciate you guys. When you buy the NFT, you're supporting some really cool projects. Okay, so by July 30th, we're extending it because some of our influencers or KOLs or YouTubers who talked about dePioneers, they had no idea the mint date was actually last week. which we thought was crazy because we thought we've been putting it out there so often. So obviously we're not announcing, or we're not actually doing enough to get everyone's attention. So we're extending the date. We're reaching out to everyone who made content about dePioneers to say, hey, we're extending it and it's actually coming. So you have a little bit of time to do that. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Great. You know, it just occurred to me, Marengo, I believe somebody earlier I said he wanted to get a dePioneers, his dePioneer on, or their dePioneer on a shirt. We should try to find a partner for printing. So then maybe if you hold your NFT, then you get some sort of discount for getting a shirt printed, or maybe you just get a shirt printed. I'm not sure. But anyway, maybe we could find somebody.
Yeah.
Some company to help us with our posse.
I
Get the
got
hoodie.
My NFT actually.
VDM, I think it was VDM. I think you're the one who said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hoodies would be great.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Or shoes, like the Vans. That'd be cool. Yeah. All right. We'll work on it, guys. We'll see what we can do. Anyway, hop into the Discord and give some suggestions.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Well, we almost made it 30 minutes and then we got chatty again. So
sorry, my bad.
It happens.
My
As
bad.
always, everyone, thanks for joining us. It really means a lot to us when you show up and you spend this time with us. To answer a question somebody just asked, where to mint is dePioneers.com. Why did I roll my eyes? It's because I am like philosophically opposed to shoes. I only wear flip-flops. So if we can get dePioneers flip-flops, I'm in, but I just don't wear shoes. So it's not an option.
Okay. All right, guys. We will see you next week. We'll have a lot more updates. Hop onto Discord, and while you're there, show our Rocketeers some love, please. They are an amazing group of people. So give them some love.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. We're always
Thanks,
listening.
everybody.
I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Bye.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.